This week we're in Elkhart, Indiana, known as the RV capital of the world. While we're there, we toured the Brinkley Manufacturing facility and the RV Hall of Fame. Our stay was steeped in rally culture because Alliance was having a pre-rally at the campground and Renegade was having a boot camp rally. Because of all the manufacturers in the area, we hope to get back here to do some additional tours.
Stay at Elkhart, Indiana gets us Indiana. Come here.
Oh, go back inside. Thank you.
Amazon couldn't do it all in one box.
So,
Holy smokes!
I was considering taking Olive and walking up there. And I was like, I should be able to carry it back. It's just like one or two things. Yeah. But each one is in its own separate package. So, anyway, I'm glad I didn't walk up and I drove anyway.
Let the fun begin. We got all kinds of good stuff.
And she got dog food.
It's not for you, Olive. I don't know why they didn't just ship it in this box, but now we have another box to open. This is our new outdoor rug. The last one was sacrificed at our campsite. It had too much mud and dirt on it to get clean. Plus there were a lot of ticks there, so didn't want to carry any of those with us. These are like made of plastic and woven, and I get the 5x8 because if you fold it correctly, this will fit in the bumper. This next one I'm pretty excited about. So we have the Yeti chairs, and we have a big like cooking table that we use, but Nick and I noticed we don't have like a small like side table. We did, but it was fabric and not so great. So this is kind of made similar to our big table, where it like accordions out, and then this is the top. So you put the two pieces on either side, and then you've got this that goes in the middle and latches on all together.
What a nice day to get packages, since we had so much flippin' rain. It's still raining out. We got some foggy windows because Emily's cooking, but still raining. Bosley, how's your day going? What you doing?
I'm making homemade lasagna.
Why?
Because it's raining and cold out, and we couldn't find any lasagna without beef in it. So I found a recipe, and I'm going to make it all by myself. My only problem is I kind of have a round peg square hole scenario, because we have to fit these in this. This is the biggest pot I have. So I'm probably going to have to snap these in thirds or half or something like that. But yeah, figured never made homemade lasagna, so I'm going to try it. You didn't say go. I added mushrooms and spinach, and instead of putting it in the cheese layer, I put it in the meat layer. So I don't know if that's going to be good or bad. What I do know is I feel like I don't have enough cheese sauce, and I didn't use enough noodles. So the only thing to ratio right now is the meat sauce.
That one was a weird placement.
Yeah, I got another small one. See, just kind of fill in with the small ones. The bottom layer doesn't have a ton of noodles, so I'm gonna make up for it in this layer. I've never made lasagna before, so just kind of learning. I think I didn't make quite enough cheese sauce, but it is what it is.
Dun, 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 pulling out the lasagna. There's a lot of cheese on this lasagna.
Yeah. The problem is the oven isn't really going to brown the cheese. It's just going to kind of melt the cheese. Goes back in for 15 minutes. Okay, you ready? I didn't think it would brown. I really didn't, because I have a hard time with this oven. So I turned it all the way up to the max. What?
That's awesome.
That looks amazing. Alright, now here's the hard part. This has got to sit and rest for like 15 minutes. That's okay, because you know what's next? Our little buns.
It's only like, well, I guess it is 5 o'clock. That was good timing. We went to Jackson Center, Ohio, and while we were there, we toured the Airstream factory. We did the base camp tour, and we did the van tour. We'll be back in Jackson Center sometime in August or in July. I think it's August. And while we're there, we'll do the travel trailer tour. But we were trying to figure out, as we were replanning the rest of our summer, what else we could do. We were really close to Elkhart, Indiana, and we thought it might be interesting to tour another manufacturing facility. In this case, we're going to go to Brinkley.
We are headed to Brinkley for the travel trailer tour. It's Thursday at 2 p.m. and we're almost there. We missed the fifth wheel because of a scheduling conflict, or Emily's inability to manage her schedule. But we're able to actually get the travel trailer tour today. So I am not sure how much we can video. I doubt any at all. But we are pretty excited to just go see another RV manufacturer.
I just think the manufacturing process is interesting.
Yep. And we're coming up on Brinkley, so there we go. That's a lot of fifth wheels.
We respect the rules that are in place for each of these manufacturers, and because of that, we don't have much in the way of photo or video during the tour. The Brinkley tour was a good comparison for the Airstream base camp. The most notable difference between the two is that there's much more manual movement of material in the base camp production. The other huge difference is that Brinkley begins installing the interior before any of the walls go up, and that isn't the case for the base camp.
Obey traffic laws, be alert and use voice commands while driving. Please proceed to the highlighted road.
Some of the other things that are going on at the campground that we're at are, there is a Renegade boot camp going on. So it's a small rally, 15 to 20 Renegade RVs. And then there's an Alliance rally going on, and there's probably 50 plus, if not higher than that, Alliance travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers. So we are kind of, what we keep saying, we're like in the DMZ. We're kind of like, we're offset from both of these little rallies going on, but they're all in the same park, and it's just kind of been interesting. The boot camp is put on by just an owner of a Renegade. It's not put on by Renegade themselves. We talked to one of the people that was staffing it and just got a little bit of information. Really, it's for newer owners learning more about their RVs and what's going on with them. I think until I was in college, I had a sheet or a bedspread that was very similar to this. It was all orange, but it had like the same kind of flowers and stuff on it. I think that would be nice to have in the trailer, don't you think?
Yeah.
Emily doesn't like that.
That's funny. This is the prototype of the Bambi.
It's the smallest Airstream ever built.
I like the screen doors and then the classic door handle on these. I think it's really funny.
Everyone was kind of doing these aluminum skin up to, like, they were either doing like a canvas skin or an aluminum skin up to a point.
Yeah.
Bolus, they're starting to make them again. I don't know if they ever stopped, but they're getting to be kind of pushed or talked about more frequently now.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, like the interiors.
Yeah.
What year was this?
68.
So like the interiors in the 60s and 70s, they were like floral prints, bright colors, and now everything's like, it's white and gray and beige and black. This one was made by Toyota. It's Voodoo Blue.
I go in this one, this truck.
Oh yeah.
It looks cool. Oh, it doesn't have anything.
It doesn't have what?
It doesn't say what it is.
Oh.
Like what year it is.
It's got really awesome carpet. And the nice part is the chairs here match the carpet.
You haven't seen the toilet yet.
Does the toilet match the carpet?
The toilet matches the cushions. I love how they all put bathtubs. Now this is some nice contact paper. Really brightens up the place.
You could get it in pineapple yellow, white, camel, or bittersweet.
Do you like the blender?
It's got a built-in blender. Now I'm imagining like they built this in the whatever 70s.
Yeah.
And they were like, people love blenders. And they're like, put a blender in the countertop.
Oh, and it's got like residential light switches and stuff, which is kind of funny because it's not really what you see with RVs.
Yesterday, we went over and got the propane tanks filled. And when I got back, I noticed a little bit of hissing from one of the hoses. Noticed a little hissing coming from one of the hoses and found a leak in it. So I'm gonna quick replace that hose while Bosley figures out how to get that rope out. Nope, he's given up. I've got a microphone, so I'm gonna turn this on really quick and see if you can hear it. So I closed it down again. I'm gonna replace that hose. I need to see really quick. I need to get that propane tank off. So I'm gonna do that. This is a 9/16, and I'm just gonna pull it off. Well, I got the wrong thing. Good to know. I'm just a couple of minutes later here because I had to run to Camping World, which is that building right there. So I had to like leave the campground, roll around and get there. Anyway, so now I have a fitting to make sure it's the right size. So that is the fitting that I needed. And it's because that was too small. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on here. That's on. And then good news, that is not 9/16, so I'm gonna have to go grab, I believe that's gonna be a 1/2 inch thread, but I have that out already. So then 1/2 inch to get that one tight and snug. Before I seal this back up, I just want to make sure that I was not hearing anything. So I'm gonna go and crank that on. And I've got nothing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of soapy water on those two connections and just make sure there's nothing. So I've got a little bit of soapy water on there. I don't see anything happening. So now we're done and I can seal this up. Our time in Elkhart has come to an end, and as we do in most cities, we tried a local pizza shop. This one is Big City Pizza. We're excited to get back to Elkhart in order to visit more of the manufacturing facilities in the area, like Grand Design, Forest River, and Ember, if they offer it. On the day we were heading out, so were most of the Alliance folks, as they were heading to their national rally just down the road. Thanks for watching!